My beloved child, listen as I continue to speak life and truth into your spirit. There is no obstacle too great, no valley too deep, no mountain too high that I cannot overcome for you. I am the God who makes a way where there is no way, the God who calls forth light in the darkness. Do not limit what I can do by your circumstances. My power is greater than your greatest trial, and my grace is more than sufficient for whatever you face. Lean into me, for I am your ever-present help in times of trouble. I know there have been moments when you felt weary, moments when you've questioned whether you can continue. But remember, I am the one who sustains you. I am the one who lifts you when you are weak. Those who wait on me will renew their strength. They will mount up with wings like eagles. You will run and not grow weary. You will walk and not faint, because I am your strength. Take heart, for I have overcome the world, and because of that, you too shall overcome. Type yes if you trust God. A super thanks donation will bring health and joy to your family and help us spread my message all over the world. Amen. This is a time of acceleration. Where you once felt stuck, I am propelling you forward. What took others years, I will accomplish in moments for you. But you must trust me. Do not try to control the process or understand every detail. My ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. Trust that I am orchestrating everything for your good, even when you do not see it. What you've sown in tears, you will reap in joy. The harvest is near, and I am bringing it forth in abundance. My child, do not be afraid of the new season you are entering. Yes, change can be uncomfortable, but I am with you. I am the God who makes all things new, and I am calling you to step into a new dimension of faith, a new level of trust, and a new depth of relationship with me. The former things have passed away. Behold, I am doing a new thing. Do you not perceive it? Open your heart to the newness I am bringing, for it is full of my blessings and promises fulfilled. Type yes if you trust God. A super thanks donation will bring health and joy to your family and help us spread my message all over the world. Amen. In this new season, you will walk in greater authority. The authority I have given you as my child will be fully realized as you align yourself with my will and purpose. You will speak to mountains, and they will move. You will declare my word, and it will accomplish what I sent it forth to do. I have empowered you by my Spirit to trample on serpents and scorpions, and to overcome all the power of the enemy. Nothing will harm you, for I have placed a hedge of protection around you. You must also be aware of the battles in the spiritual realm. Your battle is not against flesh and blood, but against principalities and powers, against the rulers of darkness in this world, and against spiritual wickedness in high places. But take heart, for I have given you all the tools you need to stand firm. Put on the full armor of God, the belt of truth, the breastplate of righteousness, the shield of faith, the helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit, which is my word. With these, you will stand strong against the enemy's schemes. Type yes if you trust God. A super thanks donation will bring health and joy to your family and help us spread my message all over the world. Amen. I am calling you to a life of bold faith. No longer will you shrink back in fear or doubt. I am raising you up to be a light in the darkness, a voice of truth in a world that desperately needs to hear it. I have placed within you the power to impact nations, to set captives free, to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor. You are my ambassador, and I have anointed you for such a time as this. Do not be afraid to walk in the authority and calling I have given you. As you go forward, know that I am bringing divine connections into your life. I am surrounding you with those who will uplift you, encourage you, and walk with you in this journey of faith. I am sending people who will partner with you in fulfilling my purpose for your life. No longer will you walk alone, for I am placing you in a community of believers who will help you grow and flourish. My child, you are on the cusp of something great. The dreams I have placed in your heart are not just for you, but for the advancement of my kingdom. I have called you to be a leader, to influence those around you, and to bring the light of Christ into dark places. Do not be afraid of the responsibility, for I have equipped you with everything you need. You are not alone in this journey. I am walking with you, guiding you, and empowering you every step of the way. Type yes if you trust God. A super thanks donation will bring health and joy to your family and help us spread my message all over the world. Amen. Finally, I remind you of this. My love for you is everlasting. There is nothing you can do that will separate you from my love. In your highest moments, I am there celebrating with you. In your lowest moments, I am there, lifting you up. My love for you is unchanging and unconditional. Rest in that love and let it be the foundation on which you build your life. You are my beloved, and I am well pleased with you. Go forth now in confidence, knowing that you are loved, chosen, and called for a purpose. Walk in faith, for the path I have set before you is one of victory. Trust in me, for I am the God who goes before you and makes all things possible. The best is yet to come, and I am with you always, even to the end of the age. Amen. My beloved, as you continue this journey, remember that I am the God of infinite possibilities. There is nothing too hard for me, and there is no prayer too big that I cannot answer. I hear your cries, your whispered prayers in the night, and the desires of your heart that you have yet to speak. Know that I am attentive to every word, and I am moving even now to bring about the answers you seek. Trust that my timing is perfect. Though it may feel delayed, it is not denied. I am never late. I always arrive at the perfect moment. I have designed your life with purpose and precision. Each step you take, each decision you make, is part of a grander design that leads to fulfillment, not just for you, but for those whose lives you will touch. You see, my child, your story is not just for you. The trials, the triumphs, the pain, and the joy, these are all tools I am using to shape you into a testimony of my goodness. Others will come to know me through your journey. You are a light, set on a hill, shining for all to see. Type yes if you trust God. A super thanks donation will bring health and joy to your family and help us spread my message all over the world. Amen. I am also calling you to greater levels of faith in this season. No longer will you walk by sight, for I am teaching you to walk by faith. What you see with your physical eyes may look impossible, but remember, I am the God of the impossible. I am the one who spoke the universe into existence, who breathed life into dust, and who brought the dead to life. Nothing is beyond my reach, and nothing can hinder what I have purposed for you. Step boldly into the unknown, for I am with you. When you walk in faith, you are walking in alignment with my will. I will provide for you along the way. Provision, protection, wisdom, and strength. My grace will meet you at every point of need. Do not be afraid to take risks in my name, for I am the one who strengthens you and gives you the courage to pursue the calling I have placed on your life. In this new season, I will expand your territory. You have been faithful with little, and now I am preparing to entrust you with much. You have stewarded well the gifts and resources I have given you, and now I will increase your influence. Doors of opportunity will open that you never imagined. You will speak to nations, impact generations, and see my kingdom advance through your obedience. Do not underestimate the power of your faithfulness in the small things, for it is through these acts of obedience that I will pour out greater blessing. You will also encounter new challenges, but do not fear them. Every challenge is an opportunity to grow deeper in me, to lean more on my strength, and to trust my wisdom. When you feel overwhelmed, remember that I am your refuge. Run to me, and I will give you rest. I will fight your battles, and you will hold your peace. You are not meant to carry the weight of the world on your shoulders. That is my job. Cast your cares upon me, for I care for you. In your weakness, my strength is made perfect. I am releasing fresh anointing over you. The gifts of my Spirit are flowing in your life, and I am equipping you with new authority to walk in power and love. You will see miracles, signs, and wonders follow you as you remain rooted in my word and obedient to my call. Healing will flow from your hands. Peace will flow from your words, and joy will radiate from your presence. This is not because of who you are, but because of who I am in you. Type yes if you trust God. A super thanks donation will bring health and joy to your family and help us spread my message all over the world. Amen. As you walk in this anointing, remember to stay humble before me. The glory belongs to me alone. I will lift you up in due time, but I desire a heart that remains pure and focused on me. Do not allow pride or fear to take root in your heart, but let my Spirit continually cleanse you and renew your mind. Walk in humility, knowing that apart from me, you can do nothing, but with me, all things are possible. My child, I am placing a new song in your heart. It is a song of victory, a song of joy, and a song of deliverance. Sing it boldly, for it is a declaration of my faithfulness and goodness in your life. The enemy cannot silence the song of praise that I have given you. As you lift your voice in worship, chains will break, strongholds will fall, and freedom will reign in your life. Worship is your weapon. Use it to conquer fear, doubt, and despair. As you go forward, remember that I am with you always. I will never leave you nor forsake you. My Spirit is your constant companion, guiding you, comforting you, and empowering you for all that lies ahead. You are never alone in this journey. I am your good shepherd, leading you beside still waters and restoring your soul. Trust me in every season, whether in the valleys or on the mountaintops, for I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. My love for you is everlasting, and my plans for you are full of hope. Walk boldly, my child, for the future I have for you is one of greatness and glory. The best is yet to come, and I am with you every step of the way. Amen. Type yes if you trust God. A super thanks donation will bring health and joy to your family and help us spread my message all over the world. Amen. My dear child, let this truth settle deep within your heart. I am not finished with you yet. What you have seen and experienced so far is only a glimpse of the full picture I have painted for your life. There are more victories, more breakthroughs, and more blessings that I am preparing for you. What you consider limitations or obstacles are simply stepping stones that I will use to launch you into a greater destiny. I am the God who transforms trials into triumphs, and I am doing that even now in ways you cannot yet see. Do not be discouraged by the waiting, for the waiting is not wasted. In the waiting, I am refining you, purifying your heart, and preparing you for the fullness of the calling I have placed on your life. The pressure you feel is not to break you, but to build you. Like a diamond formed under intense heat and pressure, so too am I forming you into a precious and brilliant reflection of my glory. The world will see my light through you, and you will be a beacon of hope to those around you. Type yes if you trust God. A super thanks donation will bring health and joy to your family and help us spread my message all over the world. Amen. Remember, my child, that you are not alone in this journey. I have placed my Spirit within you, and He is your constant helper, guide, and comforter. When you are unsure, He will give you wisdom. When you are weak, He will give you strength. When you feel lost, He will lead you. My Spirit will never leave you, and through Him, you have access to all that I am. Lean into my Spirit and allow Him to lead you into deeper truth, revelation, and power. There are also relationships in your life that I am refining. Some people are being pruned from your life, not as a punishment, but as a protection. I know what is best for you, and I am removing those who would hinder your growth or pull you away from my purpose. Trust me in this process. I will also bring new people into your life, those who will encourage, uplift, and challenge you to grow in faith. These divine connections will be key to the next phase of your journey. For no one walks this path alone. As you continue to walk in obedience to my voice, watch how I will open doors that no one can shut. Opportunities that you thought were out of reach will come to you, not because of your own efforts, but because of my favor upon your life. I am the God of open doors, and I am making a way for you even in the wilderness. Do not be afraid to step through those doors, for I have prepared the way ahead of you. You will not walk in uncertainty, but in divine clarity. I am also calling you to dream again, the dreams that have been buried deep within your heart, the visions that you thought were impossible. I am resurrecting them. Nothing is too hard for me. I am the God who brings the dead to life, and I am breathing new life into your dreams. It's time to awaken the gifts and callings I have placed within you. The world needs what I have placed inside you, and now is the time to release it. Do not hold back, for I am with you, and I will bless the work of your hands. Above all, know that I am with you, always. In the moments of joy and in the moments of struggle, I am there. I will never leave you nor forsake you. I am your constant, your rock, and your refuge. When the world feels overwhelming, run to me. In my presence you will find peace that surpasses all understanding, strength for the journey, and love that never fails. Go forth in confidence, my child, knowing that you are loved, chosen, and equipped for all that I have called you to. I am with you, and I will accomplish every promise I have spoken over your life. Trust in me, For I am your God, and I will never fail you. Amen. My beloved, as you continue on this path, know that I have ordained every step. Your journey is not a random series of events, but a carefully crafted plan by my hand. You may not always understand the path I am leading you on, but I am asking you to trust me. My ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts are higher than your thoughts. What you see as detours or delays are part of my perfect timing. I am working all things together for your good, even when you cannot see it. There is a new level of faith I am calling you into. I am asking you to step out in boldness and to walk in the fullness of what I have placed within you. Fear has no place in this new season. I am breaking off the chains of fear, doubt, and insecurity that have held you back. I am calling you to rise up and take hold of the promises I have given you. For too long, you have allowed the lies of the enemy to dictate your steps. But now I am setting you free to walk in the truth of who I have called you to be. Do not be afraid of failure, for I am with you in every step. Even when you stumble, I will lift you up. I am not looking for perfection. I am looking for faith. When Peter stepped out of the boat to walk on the water, it was his faith that allowed him to do the impossible. And even when he began to sink, I was there to catch him. So too will I be with you. Step out in faith, knowing that I am your safety net. You will not fail because I will not allow it. I am also calling you to a greater level of obedience. There are things I have asked you to do, steps I have asked you to take, that you have delayed in pursuing. Now is the time to move forward. Partial obedience is still disobedience, and I am calling you to walk in full surrender to my will. As you obey me, even in the small things, you will see doors open that you never thought possible. I will honor your obedience with my favor. Remember that I have equipped you for this journey. Every gift, every talent, every resource you need is already within you. I have given you my Spirit, and through Him you have access to all the wisdom, power, and strength you need. You do not walk this path alone. I am with you, and my Spirit is empowering you to do what you could never do in your own strength. Lean on me, and I will carry you through. The dreams I have placed in your heart are not just for you. They are part of my plan to impact the world through you. You are a vessel of my glory, and I am calling you to shine brightly in the darkness. Do not hide the gifts I have placed within you. The world needs what you have to offer. As you step out in faith and obedience, I will bring people into your life who will be blessed by your obedience. You are not just called to receive my blessings. You are called to be a blessing to others. I am also calling you to guard your heart in this season. The enemy will try to sow seeds of doubt, fear, and discouragement, but I am calling you to stand firm in my truth. You must be vigilant in protecting your heart and mind from the lies of the enemy. Stay rooted in my word, for it is your sword and shield. When the enemy comes with his attacks, you will be able to stand firm because you are anchored in my truth. Speak my word over your life and watch how it transforms your situation. In this season, I am also calling you to a deeper intimacy with me. I desire to be more than just your provider and protector. I want to be your closest friend. Come to me with your worries, your fears, your dreams, and your desires. I long to have a relationship with you that is built on trust and love. In my presence, you will find the peace, joy, and strength you need to face each day. Do not neglect your time with me, for it is in those moments that I will speak to your heart and guide your steps. There are also relationships in your life that I am refining. Some relationships will be pruned, and others will be strengthened. Trust me in this process, for I know what is best for you. Not everyone can go where I am taking you, and that is okay. I am aligning you with people who will support and encourage you on this journey. You are not called to walk this path alone. I am bringing people into your life who will stand with you in faith, pray for you, and speak life into your situation. As you continue to walk in obedience to my call, watch how I will pour out my blessings upon you. You will experience favor in ways you never imagined. What was once difficult will become easy because my grace will carry you. The doors that were once closed will be flung wide open, and you will walk into new opportunities that will leave you in awe of my goodness. But remember, the blessings are not just for you. I am blessing you so that you can be a blessing to others. Share what I have given you and watch how I will multiply it. Finally, know that I am with you always. In the moments of uncertainty, when you feel overwhelmed by the weight of the world, I am there. I am your refuge, your strength, and your ever-present help in times of trouble. You do not have to carry these burdens.